Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to today's show. It is going to be a roaringly good show. In fact, we have some absolutely dynamite offers for you with the launch of our fantastic Jurassic Era Collection. So stick around because you are going to be completely inspired by what the team has made with this collection. It is incredible. But I'm not by myself today. My name is Natalie. I'm going to be your host for this hour. We have the lovely Gemma in the production station. Good morning, Gemma.
Good morning.
And over in the demonstration station, someone who absolutely loves dinosaurs. It's Rach.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rach. I'm very excited for these demos today.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
It's such a fun collection.
Yeah, it really is.
We've jam-packed this collection full with stamps, we've got masks, we've got dies. They all coordinate together so well. So, before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. And this week is absolutely awesome because 4 people are going to have the chance to win our Prism watercolour pencils. Now, our watercolour pencils are absolutely a very phenomenal product. You get to use these in so many different ways, but they truly have the most artistic quality within them. The colour range is just phenomenal. And they all come in this super handy caddy wrap for you. So for your chance to win this incredible prize, we need you to answer this question. Like, share and comment. What is considered good luck in autumn? Eating squash, saluting a squirrel, or C, catching a falling leaf? A, B or C for your chance to win this incredible prize, and we will announce those winners on Friday's show. Okay, shall we get to today's show because it is going to be extraordinary. Have a look at this VT. How awesome are those stamps? And we have for you such a massive collection today because not only can you get everything individually, but for just £34.99 you're going to receive 3 fantastic stamp sets, all completely different in design. We're then going to give you 2 incredible masks which are absolutely phenomenal, and then we're also going to give you a die set, which, just like everything in this collection, this die set is amazing. This is going to be one thing I think today that we might have thought, oh, dinosaurs, you know, this will still be around for a while.
It's like, no.
This die set, absolutely not. It is so cool, and they're dies. There's so much you can do with these as well. I mean, think about cutting these out on shrink plastic and shrinking them down and colouring them in. You can make jewellery with this. Like, it would be so fun, and there is definitely someone out there that would absolutely love that as well. The masks are amazing, but let's have a look at everything individually because you can also get all of these separate elements together. So all of our stamps are £8, or you can get them on our amazing 3 for 2 offer. We will have a look first of all at our Primeval Legends, which is this middle stamp here. So you're going to receive the T-Rex in 2 standing motions. So you have the side-on version, and then you have the very scary Jurassic Park, I'm coming for you, and I might take your head off. We've got the beautiful this, and there are so many examples of how this has been used. It's really cool. We've got the 2 fossils for you as well, and then your sentiments are to a excellent friend or I can't even. Why can I not say that?
You know what? It's a word. That I can't really
Tyrannosaurus
say.
Rex. That was real. When I was looking at that, then I was like, why? So that's your first one. Then we have for you. Let me move it along. This one here, which is your gentle giants. So in here, you're going to get the Brachiosaurus and the Triceratops. Your sentiment is just to say your adorable. Adorasaurable. There we go. It took me a while, but we got there. Thank you, Gemma. We've got the egg there for you, and then you've got that gorgeous palm leaf again. You're going to be able to use these for making lots of different backgrounds with. They are absolutely amazing. And then our final one is our prehistoric favourites. And in this one, you're going to get the Stegosaurus, I should have really listened to someone say all of these. I'm not even going to attempt to say them because I can't. The Stegosaurus, I can definitely say. These two down here, though, no, absolutely no way that those words are going to come out correctly out of my mouth. Have a rawsome birthday is your sentiment there, but you've got the flying dinosaurs in here as well. And then this one is that one from Jurassic Park. Do you know the newer ones?
You know what? I haven't seen the new one.
You've not seen the new ones?
No, I haven't. I've seen some of them. Like, I think I've seen like the first one.
To be fair, they're not as good as the classics.
No,
the
classics
they won't be. Are the best, aren't
Definitely.
they? So you can get any of these stamps for £8 each, or you can get them in in that amazing bundle with your masks and your die for just £34.99. If you just want to get the stamps on their own as well, they will be available in our stamp deal, which is any 3 for 2 across all of our A6 stamps. So that's another way in which you're going to be able to do them. But let's have a look at these masks, because wow. When these have been designed, these have been really well thought out. So you're going to get these two masks. They're 6x6 in size, and they just fill this page with absolutely so much texture and detail. I've just inked through this with, I think I went for the khaki green from our new Prism ink pad selection, and it works so well with this one here. And then the next one, which I absolutely love as well, is our dino-mite fossils. You can get these individually. They're £14.50. If you just want to buy the masks on their own, you can also do that. You can get both masks together, I think. Can you buy them both together?
No,
just separately?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Together in the bundle.
Yeah. Right. So you can get that all together for an awesome price, because when you think about it,
really
both
cheap.
of these are £4.50. All of your stamp sets are £8. Your die on its own is £14.99.
Oh wow!
So if you think about it, you're getting the die, and then the rest of it all comes in at just under. Let's do the maths.
Now we know.
£20. That's so good.
That is
so good. And then let's have a look at that final die set, which I think is going to be the best seller of today, because you can get it on its own. £14.99 for this die set. There's some phenomenal images in here. I think all of them, apart from this long dinosaur here, would fit through your mini die cutting machines. All of the other ones, the sentiment, your fossils, the leaves, your two dinosaurs at the top, the T-Rex, and I'm going to say the Triceratops. I think it is.
Yeah.
But this, your Brachiosaurus, just a bit too long.
Yeah.
So you would need your sort of 7x5 die cut machine to cut them out. But oh my goodness, this is an amazing die set. We've had so much fun creating cards with this one. And let's have a look at some of those card makes, because the team have done an absolutely amazing job with these. We love absolutely every single one of the cards that come through. This absolute masterpiece was made by Natalia. Natalia's made some gorgeous cards with this one.
And the colouring on it is absolutely amazing.
Phenomenal, isn't it? And I love how she's used all the die sets together to build up this image. Then we have this beautiful one from Jessica, bringing in more of those feminine colours, because girls like dinosaurs too. Girls like dinosaurs too. So you can mix and match your colourways in here to really make this something for everyone. We've got this beautiful one here. Again, the colouring on this one is absolutely phenomenal, by Natalia with the Brachiosaurus there. We've got one here that uses that mask and a selection of our dinosaurs. This one's really, really fun, using your die cuts just to sort of frame around each of your little dinosaur there. Then we've got the T-Rex. This one's such a cool idea. Jessica again has done this one by using your dinosaurs as background stamps, stamping them onto Matastic in a coordinating colour, and then colouring them in. Another fantastic one here. The background on that one is so good. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got a 5th birthday card here. This one's really, really fun, and I love the way how the dinosaur sort of sits on that fold at the top, and then that background has been used both on the inside and the outside using that mask. And that's why these masks are great, because you can use them in this way. This one here, look at that background. This one has been beautifully made by Kim. Absolutely gorgeous examples here. We've got one with the Stegosaurus. This one's really fun, again using that mask to create the background, and you can be doing all of these at home. Kim again made that beautiful example there. Another one using your die cuts, and I think this is perfect, and it really shows off and allows you to mix and match all of your different elements together. And then another beautiful one here with all of those details on. So they are using all of your stamps. These ones here really focus on your die cuts and some more of those,
look at that.
Bringing in those stamps. Now that would
see that in the woods, would you?
Scare me. If I if that was in a film, a little blink of the eye and you would be terrified, wouldn't you? You know that you would be toast. There's no bringing you back from that. Using your die cuts on their own. This one's really nice by Jessica. Bringing in that pattern in the background, and then having that that dinosaur just sitting over the top here. Another really nice one, and I love the fact that this one has used the die cuts, popped them on top, but then coloured over, and it gives you a really nice background. Again, another example of beautiful colouring. And then this one is so fun, and I absolutely love how it's been put together. Nice. With a little bit of glimmer mist on these elements.
That's a good idea, that.
It might possibly be pearlescent powders, actually. I think it might be just because of the colour combinations we've got in there, but absolutely stunning example.
Like different colours as well.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That's really
and then a couple more before we go over to Rach, because these are really fun, and these ones all focus on that beautiful mask. So we've got this one that Jessica's done here with the gorgeous design, and I love how she's changed the colour up to sort of create that really nice background. And you don't have to use the background all on the whole space, because on this one she's just done that touch of colour again and again. A purple dinosaur, because who doesn't love a purple dinosaur? This one's done very, very lightly on this background here to mix in those dinosaurs. They look like they're about to enter into a duel.
They do.
A dinosaur duel.
Stand back.
It's really, really fun. This one here has been created, this lovely little shaker with the background on here, and then just this arrangement of mask details from the different stamps that we've brought to you. And then this one's really, really fun. This gorgeous sort of pop-out box using all of the different dinosaurs and the gorgeous mask again. But how fun would this be for a little boy's birthday?
Oh, definitely.
Anything interactive, super dimensional, they're just gonna love it. So that's all we have for you in that bundle. Honestly, the best way to do this is to get it all, because it all coordinates so well together. You're going to want to use it all together as well. But if you're thinking, well, I'm not dinosaurs, they're a little bit out there. I know people would absolutely love cards with dinosaurs on for grandchildren and things like that, but how am I going to sort of put these compositions together? Well, Rachel's going to show us.
Right, so first of all, we're going to start off with our stamps. So I've got some of our Matte-tastic card, and we're going to make a background with this. So I'm going to cut this to 5.5 inches, and then we're going to bring in our stamps. So we're going to make, when it's all done, it'll be a 6x6 card. So I've also got some other layers. We're going to go for these T-Rexes first, and then I'm going to go for this skull one. And then I've also got some of our khaki ink. Now this colour is absolutely perfect for these dinosaurs. It matches so well. And then we're just going to just put this all over our page. And now you can do it whatever colour you want. You can mix up your colours, but I thought we'll go for the green, and then the khaki matches as well. Or you could just do a little panel if you wanted. But let's just do the bottom, and then we're going to go and do the top as well, because we are going to add a little bit in the middle as well, so we don't actually need to do it all over our card for now.
It gives such a fantastic background though, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. Like if you haven't got like colours or pattern papers that match your dinosaurs,
this
like,
is a great way to
do
create it. So much love for our launch today. Lots of people very excited that we've done a dinosaur launch.
Yeah, we were really excited.
We were super excited. Tanya says, I like that they look so realistic and not too cartoony.
They do.
They do look really, really good. And also, you could make these for any occasion. If you've got a little Santa hat, pop a little Santa hat on your dinosaur.
Because that is actually quite a thing now, isn't it? To do like dinosaurs with little like Santa hats on.
Exactly.
Right, so I'm just going to take some of our Ink Me card, and we're going to go for our T-Rex. Now for this, we're going to use our stamping platform, because I couldn't find one of our stamping blocks that actually fit him on.
Oh, okay.
His tail's just a bit long, but he does stamp really well.
They are absolutely amazing. We've had a question about how the dinosaurs have been cut out. The dinosaurs, a lot of the stamped images have been cut by hand. The dies that we've got don't fit over the stamps. The dies are completely separate, and a lovely selection of sort of like fossil and skeleton dinosaurs to complement these stamps that we've brought to you today.
Right, so we're going to bring in our pencils. Now, let's just take these out. I've already picked out some of the colours that I'm going to use. Now, let's just make sure that we're going to go in with our lightest one first. Right, so, is it? Oh God, I've lost it now. There it is. Right, so what I'm going to do first, so these might be a bit daunting to colour in, because there's so many different like shading, but you don't really need to do that, because in the stamp, all of the different elements and stuff, they are already there.
Yeah, you have all of those markings, don't you?
Definitely. So just follow the markings. So I'm just going to go and so I'm using the lightest green that I've picked out, and I'm just going to colour him all over for now. Then we're going to go back and add some different colours in with our darker colours. So
they are so fun, aren't they?
They really are.
And I think the pencils are really good to use with the dinosaurs, just because you can add lots of texture and sort of elements in the way that you're going to sort of build up areas and different colours here. That's a way which you can really do it quite easily with your pencils, and you can add sort of like little little spots and bits and pieces with like darker colours or greens or browns. You can really give your dinosaurs so much sort of life.
Yeah, I think they're a lot more forgiving, the pencils. I mean, some of the colouring on them ones from the design team are absolutely amazing.
They're phenomenal, aren't they? Some of these were coloured in with our alcohol markers. We've got some that were coloured in with our watercolour pencils. We've got some that we use, that quite a few of them actually use our brand new Prism ink pads. A lot of them use sort of like the greige, the mustard, the muddy boots, the pear green. All of those different colours really work so well together.
Yeah, I think some of like the darker colours especially, like your greens and your greys and your browns, like they do work. And they do create like that more like realistic, like of how it would be.
Yep.
When the dinosaurs were around.
I love Rebecca's joining us from home this morning.
Oh,
we're sending you lots of
Rebecca.
love, Becca, and we hope you feel better soon.
Get your voice back.
Yep.
Right, so we're just going to go in. So I've also bought in a brown. I did, when I was like figuring out what I was going to do, I did go in with a black, but I thought that it was a bit too dark. So I thought the brown might add a bit more shade into it without making it too dark. Right, so you could spend absolutely ages doing it.
You really could.
And also, because in my head I thought I know how a dinosaur looks, but I was a bit like I can't remember like the colours and stuff. So if you Google them, then
Yeah.
there is so many
I
different
think
pictures.
I love to do that. Also on the back of your stamps as well, we've got sort of like coloured examples on the dinosaurs and how what colours Jen and Stacey think work best with your dinosaurs. So you have that inspiration as well if you want to use that. But I love sort of Googling images and like following off that. But then I also love the sort of like the pink and the purple dinosaurs, and
yeah, they
that
are
sort
different,
of
aren't they?
different look that we've got for you as well.
Yeah, just make your dinosaurs however you'd want them to look. Right, so once you're happy with how your dinosaur looks, yeah, as I say, you could spend ages just colour them in, just making different colours, and it doesn't have to be your greens, as Natalie said, it could be like your purples, your pinks. Get all your shading done. Then just going to cut this out, so then we can stick it onto our background that we've already made. And then we're going to have a look at our sentiments as well. So we're just going to carefully cut round his mouth, and then his little legs. And if you didn't want to cut it, then you could use one of our dies. Get circle die, square die.
Use a nesting die.
Definitely, and make sure that then you've made yourself a topper. So we're just going to carefully just cut round and then little arms. And then his legs.
It looks so good.
Yeah, he's coming to life.
So fierce.
I know they are really good how they've been designed. Do you have a favourite dinosaur now?
I would probably say
I think they all have their different like.
they do,
qualities,
don't they? I mean, I do like the Stegosaurus because it has the lumpy bits on its back. But then I love the Triceratops because it reminds me of the dinosaur from Toy Story.
Oh
Trixie.
yes.
They're just so fun.
Right.
I have some dinosaur earrings at home actually. Yeah.
Oh no.
Kat bought them from someone that she knows makes them.
That's
and they're orange, so they're my favourite colour.
Oh, that does sound really nice. Right, so now we've got our 6x6 card, and I've already cut down some mats. So I've used some of our Matastic. Is it fern green?
Fern green.
Yes, I got it
Another
right.
great colour to combine with these stamps.
Definitely. Just go through your stash and have a look at what matches. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to find some really good compositions. And I've also bought in some of our Miri as well. So this is like a greeny colour, which again just matches so well with our card. And then, so I've cut that down so it's about 1/4 of an inch border round, so we can still see that dark green underneath. And then we've also got our lighter green mat with our stamped image on. There we go. Right, so now I'm just going to oh, there it is. So I've got some of our Miri again. We're going to make like kind of a panel for in the middle of our card now. So let's just do this at 2 1/4 inches, and we'll cut it down to 5 1/2, and then let's have it at 2 by 5 1/2.
We were talking about this yesterday, Rachel, but none of your boys like dinosaurs.
Oh god, yeah, yeah.
Really,
I know it is so strange. I asked Theo. I said to Theo, "Do you like dinosaurs?" Because he has got a few like dinosaur tops that he does really like, but he's never really been like interested in like playing with dinosaurs or anything like that. And he said, "Well, dinosaurs might eat me, mummy."
Yeah. See, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
I have no idea where he's got it from. No, it's strange how they like pick up on things. So I don't think that the dinosaurs are going to eat
Well,
you.
he's just being careful.
I think
Just
he
in
is.
case they do.
Just in case he does meet a dinosaur one
Yeah.
day. Right, so let's just stick that in the middle. Now let's bring back our stamp set. So we've got to a excellent friend.
They are
Like they're
very
interesting.
hilarious sentiments on here, but they work so well with the theme.
So I'm going to go in with VersaFine ink now and just carefully line it up so it is straight. I'm just going to stamp just at the bottom. Now if you're not as confident, you can use your stamping press.
Yeah.
Or you could stamp it before you stick it on so that you know that it's going to be straight and it's going to ink. And I'm going to bring back our green card now, and I'm going to stamp Triceratops. No, it's not Triceratops, is it? T-Rex sentiment. So
Your Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I can't.
Tyrannosaurus. That one's not the hardest one. The hardest one is on your prehistoric favourites.
Oh
I've been
God,
looking
yeah,
at it
some
for
of
quite
them.
some time, but
So just.
oh, do you know what? This one's. This one, I'm pretty sure, should be like pterodactyl.
Oh,
But
okay.
it definitely does not say that. And if that's how you pronounce this word, then people were even worse spellers back when dinosaurs roamed.
Right. So let's just go in with that. I'm just going to stick that just at the top there. And then we'll go in with our little T-Rex.
Oh, it's so cute.
Take our scissors and just cut down our foam pads so that it will fit onto him. And we'll just stick some on there. And then he can just sit on the side here. And there we go.
So cute. I love the fact as well that it looks like he's sort of roaring out that sentiment.
It does,
It's
don't it?
really cool. It's such a great example of how you can use these stamps together to make your backgrounds and both your centerpieces. And we've got more amazing demos coming from Rach. But the best thing to use with these stamps, whether it's your masks, whether you're wanting to colour in your die cuts, or just to actually stamp your dinosaurs in, are our fantastic brand new Prism Inkpad Ultimate Collection. Now this collection is absolutely huge. You get 40 ink pads in total. We are missing 1 or 2 because they have just fallen down, but it's fine. You are going to get those in there, and you're going to receive our brand new volume 7 crafting handbook. It's £59.80 for this bundle, which is absolutely phenomenal, because to buy these on their own they are over £2 each. So when you work out that you're getting all of that and your handbook, it's really quite an absolutely fantastic selection. We do have different sets available for you as well, so you can get these in different colorways, which would work perfect if you're just wanting to get some of the new colors and you want to get these stamps today. You can get our Prism Pastel set. It's £14.99 and you're going to receive all of those gorgeous pastel colors. We have our bright selection, so if you're into making really fun, bright, colourful cards, that one's for you. We've got your mid-tone selection. This one would work really, really well with these dinosaur stamps because you've got a real nice range of browns. You could bring in some oranges. You've got the gorgeous lily pad in there as well for your greens. So that is our mid-tones, and again, £14.99. If you want to be a little bit more vintage though, then how about this selection? You've got gorgeous colours in here. You've got your khaki, stormy nights, muddy boots. We've got our gingerbread and our roasted pumpkin. Or you can just get our essentials selection. We've got hot pink, violet, holly green, charcoal, cocoa bean and earth green. So you can get them all individually in little sets of 8, or for the best value you can get it in that huge bundle, 40 ink pads and your incredible handbook. If you're just wanting to try some out and you're just wanting to get individual ones, and maybe you're going to get a selection of greens and browns to use alongside with your dyes, then of course you can get any 5 for 4. So you're going to receive 5 for the price of 4 with that one. Our crafting handbook you can buy individually. We've got that for you. It's filled with so much inspiration, so if you're wanting to maybe try out some of these techniques with your older ink pads, then you can absolutely do that by getting your hands on your ink pads. But when you've got your ink pads, you're going to need something to put this together, and that is why we have put together this fantastic Velcro selection where you are going to get 1 meter long of our hook strip here. Now this is just the hook side of your Velcro, because we don't need the other side. That's already on our blending tools, so you can just cut these down, pop them onto the back of your ink pads and then add your blending sponges on, and you will have a blending sponge for each one. And of course, because of our ink pads and the way they are designed, these are going to fit on the reverse of your ink pads in that nice sort of ridged back that we have on all of them. So you can buy this. It's £1.50, which is an absolute bargain, and honestly it's going to save your life. We have some fantastic cards as well used with our ink pads, and these are amazing, and you could use some of these backgrounds for your dinosaurs as well. This would be really cool in sort of like your greens.
Yeah, that would be a really good idea.
We've got this amazing one that Becca made, where she just sort of like smooshed the area and turned that into that gorgeous flamingo. We've got one here using baby wipes. These are techniques that you're going to be able to find in this handbook. We've got this gorgeous congratulations using one of our masks that we've got, that we brought out with these ink pads. Another one that uses that mask again. This is a really cool technique using bubble wrap. This would work really well with your dinosaurs as well. But look how blendable these are, using those completely different colorways, and you get such a striking finish. So there's so much you can be doing with your inks, and they just work so well with this collection. Rach, are you going to use your ink pads next?
Yes,
oh,
I am, yeah.
What are we going to do now?
So we've got, so this demo is going to be more focusing on the dies, and we've also got the mask. So first of all, I've got one of our double-sided Matastic cards, an A4 card, and I've turned it into, I can't remember what I did it now.
Is it 5 by?
Yeah, 5 by 6. Yeah, so it's just a bit of a different size.
I
but
love 5 by 6
yeah,
right now.
I do like all the different like sizes that you can make. So I've also gone ahead and I've die cut this frame using our circles. And then what we're going to do, no, first of all, sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
She's skipping
so
ahead.
I've got our mask. Now what I'm going to do is just on the front of here, I'm going to mask it so that it is quite light. Now what I'm going to use is our stick and spray.
Oh, this is the Crafter's Companion one, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is Crafter's Companion, but it works so well, especially with these masks, because there is quite like little bits in them.
Lots and lots of elements in there, isn't there?
There definitely is.
This is really good to use if you don't want to use your sort of tape. You can use this because you just pop it down, do all of your gorgeous design, and then you can just peel it off.
Yeah, and it works so well. But if you do get it, or if you have got some at home, just make sure that you spray it so that it doesn't go on your mat, because it is actually quite sticky. It
is sticky.
Right. So I've gone for our gingerbread ink for this. I just thought that with the orange, it just complemented it quite well. So I'm just going to go ahead, just making sure that that is stuck down. And I'm going to just ink through our mask. Now, I want it so it is quite dark in some areas, but in other areas we want it a bit lighter. So it just adds a little bit of texture to the back of our card.
A little bit of dimension as well.
Definitely, because no leaf is the same.
It's such an amazing mask.
It is, and it's very useful as well. Like, I mean, even not just for your dinosaurs.
Anything that you've got flowers with, you're going to be able to use this, aren't you?
Anything like this, that they do work with quite a lot of like stamps, dies, whatever you've got in your stash. Right, so let's just make sure we've got the bottom bit here, and then we can just peel it back off. Right, so it's when you're happy with it and you have inked enough, you could go in with a different colour. You could go in with a darker brown if you wanted, or even like an orangey colour. Then I'm just going to carefully just take that off our card.
Oh, it looks good, Rach.
That does.
Good combination of colours that you've used there.
Yeah, well, I thought that it just added something to it. It's not like taking away the colour background. Right, and then we're just going to go in with our frame now. Now I've got our glue stick. I'm not sure whether these are on the website.
They're not.
No.
We're still waiting for them to come back in. It is gonna. We don't have to wait just as long as we were waiting before. They are going to be here soon. Not too sure when that's going to be though, so don't want to get anyone's hopes up.
Definitely, but there are other glues that you can use that will work just as well. Right, so let's just make sure that's in the place that we want. Just rub that off. It just dry clear. And we're going to go in with our craft knife now. Now, if it was at home, I'd probably make sure that this is like completely dry, just in case it does move. But we're going to go in very carefully and make sure that it doesn't move. So then it makes an aperture for our card. So just turning the paper while we're doing it all the way around. Cut out that circle. And you can use your nesting dies to do this if you wanted. But I just thought that it's just easier if you are quite confident with your craft knife, then it's just easier just to do it with your craft knife. Right, so now we've got our aperture for our card.
I love the fact that you've got the colour on the reverse as well.
Yeah, that's why I went for it.
Really
Yeah,
well
it really does. So we've got some acetate now. And I'm going to cut this down. So our card blank is 5 by 6. So we're just going to cut it to 4 3/4 and 5 3/4, just so we know that it's going to cover it, but we've got some little wiggle room in that. Then I've got some of our red liner tape.
Did you get the red liner tape when it was on offer yesterday? Because it was on a
was
fantastic
it?
offer. I'm very sorry to say that offer only did last till yesterday. So if you got it yesterday, congratulations, because wow, what a deal that was.
I do love all these like little mad deals that
I know, just a little one-day offer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Good to stock up. So let's just take the backing off this and let's stick it to our card. So if you wanted to, I mean, you can't really see it that much, but if you do want to, you could like add a little panel to each side where your tape is showing. But now we've got our little window. So let's go in. So I'm going to use our die, but before we die cut it out, I'm going to draw around it.
Okay.
So then it will make our like a kind of
a little
mat for it. But
really clever to do this.
Pencil, perfect. Right, so I'm going to make sure that it is so that we've got the cut in part up.
Yeah.
So that when we do cut it, that it will be the right way round. And we're just going to just go round it. And then we can cut that out.
This is such a really easy way of creating mats and layers for your dies that you don't have mats and layers for.
Yeah, it definitely is,
And I
especially
think-
like because then they stand out a bit more, like
And I think
something like this.
It's something that you don't think to do.
No,
But
it's not.
so simple, especially with like any fonts that you've got that they're beautiful dies, but sometimes they just get lost in the backgrounds. Then creating a little mat for them like this is such a clever way of being able to show off those dies.
Yeah, and you know that if you do cut it out very carefully, then it's going to be like the same all the way round of your die, and it'll just fit perfectly. So let's just cut this out, and then we can die cut our dinosaur.
So cool.
Right, let's go round his back, down to his tail. And what's so cool is you can tell that it is kind of a dinosaur
You
still.
You can.
Right, so let's just stick this down onto our black card. So this is just our black stamping card that I've used, and it is the blackest of black cards that you can probably find.
Isn't it?
So it just goes really well. Right, so I'm going to use our mini for this because it does fit it in.
It fits in really, really well. Like I say, I think there's only
Yeah,
the larger dinosaur
it just won't fit in.
which is the Brachiosaurus, just because it's got such a long neck,
He does.
such a long neck and such a long
Just
tail,
long tail.
that it just doesn't fit into your mini. But all the other dies in here do, and they're such a great accompaniment to your stamps and the masks as well.
They are just even to like, you could use it like what I'm doing now to make a full card with it, or just even to add a little element to your card. It's just yeah, they just work perfectly. Right, so I've also die cut our sentiment as well at the same time with that. Have we got?
You need
Oh,
a die
don't-
brush.
yeah.
Is there not one in there?
No.
Oh no! Can you get it out with
Yeah, I might be able to
with
get it
your
out
craft
with-
knife?
Oh, where is my craft knife? Yeah, that's probably a bit better than scissors.
Just
There
get
we
those with
go.
These holes.
So look at that.
Oh.
Let's just push out just them
There's
little
just some
bits.
tiny little bits there, isn't there?
But other than that, it cuts
It's
perfectly.
so cool.
Right, so what we're going to do now is this is going to go on the front of here.
Oh,
And
clever.
then I've done it the wrong way though, haven't I? Let's do it that way. So then it fits there.
Oh, Rachel, that is such a clever idea.
And then he's
Because
got
of
his,
course you're not going
little
to be able to
background.
see it.
that's it. Right, so I'm just going to go in with the glue stick again. And just to stick him. Right, so let's stick him where we want him to go. And then if we go to the inside, then we can line it up, and let's use some of our foam pads for this. So we'll just stick little foam pads on the back, and then let's just take this off. Now I'm going to put some of our glue just on this, and then that will make sure that it doesn't stick down.
Maneuverability.
Yeah, just in case we don't get it right place. So once you're happy with it, if you just close the card very gently.
What a clever idea.
So now we've got is our little background for him. And you could make all different ones for this. You've got all your different dinosaurs.
It just allows that sort of that detailing you've got on the skeleton. It really shows it off. It's such a clever idea.
Especially with the black as well.
Yeah.
Right, so I've already cut out our sentiment. So we've got have a dynamite day. Again, let's just go in with our glue.
Such a clever idea, Rach.
Oh,
I love the way that this has come together.
Let's just stick our sentiment just at the bottom. And then also, I've already die cut some leaves because I didn't know how many I wanted. And I thought that these could just go round.
How cute.
So then he's hiding a little bit.
What a great card this has turned out to be. Rachel, you are such a genius when it comes to composing cards and thinking of different ways to use things.
Well, when you guys were working on him in the office, I was actually on holiday.
You were. You were.
I was so gutted.
You were very, very sad, I remember.
So all of my little thoughts, I thought, right, let's put them together. And then let's just stick our other two just down here. Now you can die cut absolutely loads and really, really go for it and cover that up and make it really proper Jurassic little scene.
Rachel said,
There you go.
lots of love coming in for this, Rach. Excellent card, says Elaine. Sue says, this is very, very clever. Susan says, this is a great card, Rachel.
Thank you.
And lots of people loving this. It is fantastic, isn't it? What an absolutely clever, just
something different.
Yeah, you just look at it and you think, how have I never thought of that before? So good. So if you want to get your hands on today's launch product, then you are in the right place, because today is a very, very amazing day. We have the most amazing stamp set for you. This is our Jurassic Era Ultimate Collection. You're going to receive 3 stamps, and I will show you them on boards just in a little minute because it is easier to see all of those. And then you've got 2 gorgeous masks, and you're going to receive that £14.99 die set for just £34.99. If you're in the club, that's £31. So you're paying for this die set, and then you're essentially paying £15 for 3 dies and 2 masks.
That's amazing.
It's really clever when you think about that.
What I actually included.
It is crazy, isn't it? So here are the stamps we've got for you today. They are the cutest selection of stamps, but they're very realistic in style. You've got some amazing sentiments in there, including all the names of the dinosaurs, some which we can't even understand. We've got have a rawsome birthday to a T-excellent friend, and just to say you are adorasaurable. Adorasaurable. I'm going to use that. Definitely. We've got fossils in here. We've got sort of that gorgeous leaf that's replicated within our die set as well. Loads of different ways in which you can use them, and then that gorgeous sort of skull that Rachel used in that first card as the background. Your masks though, wow, wow, wow. These masks are amazing. 6 by 6 in size. You can tile these as well. So you're going to be able to sort of use them alongside each other to make even larger backgrounds. So that is your fossils and footprints, and then we have for you the second one, which is our prehistoric plants. So if you just want to buy these, you absolutely can do. Individually they're £4.50. If you just want the stamps as well, £8 individually, or you can get them on a 3 for 2 offer. But this is the best thing. This die set that Rachel has just used, you're going to receive your T-Rex, you've got your Stegosaurus, I keep having to remind myself, your Brachiosaurus. You'll have a dino-mite day, you've got your fossil in here, and you've got those 2 gorgeous leaf details, all included at this incredible price of £14.99. But for all of this, for those incredible stamps and those 2 masks, which you are going to need them all because they all work so well together, just £31.49, and you are going to make some very happy dinosaur loving people very, very happy when they receive one of these cards. And you can personalise them for so many occasions. Like I said before, add a little Christmas hat on them. You've got eggs in there. You could make a little Easter dinosaur card. You can transform these into any dinosaur for any occasion as long as you've got the stamps. And that's the beauty of stamping, isn't it? We can colour them in. We can change them up. You can do what you like with these. I think we've got time for one more demo. I've loved your demos today, Rachel. So I'm super excited for this one.
Right, so for this one, we're going to focus on the masks.
Oh.
So so we've got this one now, the other one.
Your fossils and
everything.
footprints.
So we're going to go in with our sticky spray again, and we're just going to make sure that we are just making sure that it's
Debbie
going on.
says these would be great for making your own wrapping paper.
Oh yeah, that's a
really good. So much love for that last card you did, Rachel. Another brilliant card. This is awesome, Rachel. Lots of people loving that eye stamp. We don't have it with us because I sent it to Telly already, but these stamps are on Sunday on Hobby Maker. Kat did an incredible card where she made like a crate, and the dinosaur's eyes like poking out the crate.
I know. Yes, I did see that one. That is
really cool.
Good.
So we'll try and find that for you. Get it up on some socials because it is super inspiring.
Right. So I've just chose 3 different inks. So we've got like a dark blue one, and then we're going down to more like a teal colour, and we've also got an orangey colour as well. And so first of all, we're going to go in with the blue on the outside.
Oh, look at how this colour transforms. You just pop that down one time and
really
you nearly covered
everything
that you needed.
I know, they are so juicy, aren't they, these inks?
Phenomenal. If you haven't seen these brand new inks before, then they are something to get your hands on. You can buy them individually at any 5 for 4. We have them in individual colour sets where you can get 8 for £14.99, or the best way to do it, and includes your free handbook, is to get our absolutely phenomenal bundle. It's just £59.80 and you're going to get 40 brand new Prism ink pad colours and your crafting handbook filled with so much inspiration.
And they blend
perfectly. And colours into each other that you wouldn't necessarily think would work either.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the beauty of them being water-based, isn't it? So they're non-toxic. You could use these and you'd be crafting with your children.
Yeah, definitely.
Not going to get anywhere, and I'm sure Rachel can probably testament to that. I'm sure Theo's definitely been in your ink pads a few times.
Well, I remember when I think he was about 1, and I left him like on the side, and he actually got his little chair, brought his chair up to where my ink pads were, sat there and started to put his finger in every one. I was like, please do not do that. But they were still very juicy after, and still worked. Right, so let's go in.
This looks so cool.
And you can use whatever colour you want with it, which is absolutely just brilliant. Just be careful with the more smaller bits. Yeah, because they might move, so you might want to like dab it a little bit to get that ink into there. And when you're happy, just remove your mask. And there we go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's just phenomenal, isn't it?
It really is. Now, very carefully, we're just going to go in with this tealy colour because I don't want this to have a white background. We want it to blend in a little bit with the colours that we've used. Let's just go in with our orange. And the orange works great because when it is together with the other colours, it turns a bit darker. So it matches in. I mean, if you wanted it so it is bright, then you could use like a yellow or something like that as well. Right, so when you're happy, we can leave it. So let's put all of our inks to one side. And then we're going to take our trimmer, because I'm going to trim this down because we're going to make a smaller card.
Okay.
Because I thought our dinosaurs are quite big stamps, so you naturally think of making really big cards, but you can cut them down and you can make them as small or as big as you want. Now what I probably should have done is cut the card before I actually do this, because I want to make sure that all of them different colours are actually in it. But that's fine. We can deal with that. Right, so let's just cut it down to size a little bit, and then we can see what we've got to play with.
So what size card is it going to be in the end?
So I'm going to do a 5x5 card. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 3/4, just so then we've got that little bit extra so we can add a mat to it. And let's do it the other side as well. Let's take a little bit off there. And if you wanted to, you could go back in and line it up again, and you could add a bit more like darker colours if you wanted to. But let's leave it like that. So we've got some of our Matastic that will go with it. And I'm going to let's use that orange. So let's cut this to 5x5. And let's straight away, let's put that there, stick this onto here. Now let's bring in our card blank. So we've got like that. Now you could make it into like an easel card if you wanted.
Yeah, you could do.
Let's do that.
Because have you got some other bits that would fit on the bottom?
I have. We can like we've got some of the stamps. The smaller stamps are great to make like the background, especially for something like this. Or you could like go in and mask another sheet. So then you've got one for the bottom bit as well. So let's stick this to here, then we know what we're playing with. And then I think what I'm going to do is let's use this one for our bottom bit. So we're going to cut this to 5x5. And then what we can do, let's stick this in so then it's there. And then we'll have a look at our stamp to see what dinosaur we can use. I think I'm going to use the Bronchosaurus for this.
Oh.
There we go. Right, let's put that to one side. So we've got some of our watercolour card now, and we're going to take our stamping press. So because our ink pads, they are water based, so you can add like a little bit of water and you can do your shading that way. So let's take our little friend, and we're going to use the teal. Yeah, we're going to use teal for this. So we're just going to ink him up. And let's stamp him on here. Making sure that we get all of them.
The great thing about these is that you can go in every time, and the more times you lay your colour down on your image, the deeper that colour is going to go as well.
Right, so we're going to take our water brush now, and we're just going to bring out some of the little parts where we're fine shading. So just round by his legs. Let's get some in his tail. And you could add some of your ink onto an acrylic block and add some more ink if you wanted, but I didn't really want him to be like
Just
fully coloured
just
for
hints
this.
of colour.
Yes, and he looks as though he's like a little bit watercoloured. Let's just add some there as well, and some down by his feet. Right, there we go. And again, you could spend ages just doing these little bits, but
adding
I thought like
colours.
definitely if you're not that confident in colouring, like
There's so
you
many
don't
other ways
have
in which you
to
can do it, isn't
not
there?
use stamps.
And I think that's the one thing that maybe puts people off stamping is the fact of when you've stamped them, when you've put all these bits together, is actually having to colour them in. But
Yeah, that's
we have
it.
so many different incredible colouring mediums, and they are really easy to use.
Definitely. And some like this, like the watercolours, they are very forgiving. And
Yeah.
you know, if you haven't got any pens or anything like that, your inks are perfect, because if you are quite confident in stamping like backgrounds and using your ink pads that way, you can always just test them out and see if it's something that you like doing. Right, so let's just cut him out.
You could even have like blended some of the colour down onto the watercolour card.
Yeah.
And then you could have stamped your image on top as well. So you
That's a good
you
idea.
can create your colouring in that way.
Yeah, there are so
And then
many
use your
different
sort of
ways.
water brush just to add extra depth to the colouring. Oh, he's so fun, isn't he?
Oh, he really is. Right, and next that background as well, he really stands out.
Mhm.
So let's take some of our foam pads. There we are. Yeah, we just need to cut these down a little bit. Oh, it's sticking to me. Right, let's just cut that even thinner to go on his neck. Now I'm not going to do it all the way up to the top, because he's going to sit so that his head comes off the card a little bit. Let's just take our foam pads off, and then we'll have a look to see what we can do for our little stopper. So there are some nice little...
Some really good sentiments you'd be able to use for this one.
Definitely. Right, let's stick him in there. Right, so we're going to take our watercolour card. Let's just cut a little panel for this. Let's go for 1 inch by 4 3/4. And I think what I'm going to do is, on here we have got the leaf
Oh yeah.
stamp that's quite like the die, but I think this would go quite nice.
As a background.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And especially I really like doing like the different ink colours onto coloured backgrounds, because you don't have to worry about like colouring them in
No.
at all. Right, let's just do another one there. Let's see where this comes to. There we go. And let's go with our sentiment. And I think we're going to use our Brachiosaurus as well. So let's go in with our orange for this, just to add a little bit more colour.
Bringing all of those different colours in, aren't you, that you use in that background?
Definitely. Right, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this a little bit, just so then it's not all white. But we've still got that white showing through. Right, and this, let's stick this on with some of our foam pads. So we've got our stopper.
Fits perfectly.
Definitely does. Alright, and if you wanted to, you could even like go in with the sides and ink all that up as well. Make it so that it all comes together. Right, so let's put that there, so just above them leaves. And let's see. Now I'm gonna go in. Let's put our dinosaur's name on as well, just so then we know what he is. And for this, let's get some of our little scrap watercolour. Let's go in with that teal colour again. And just stamp that on. And then we'll just bring in our trimmer just to cut that down so that it is a little bit smaller. I'm going to see if we cut our foam pad down, then I might be able to tuck it under him a little bit.
Okay.
So then it's not just anywhere on the card. Let's see if we can tuck it under him.
He's got a...
Let's stick it there. There we go, so we can still see our word. And there we are.
Very
There's
cool.
our little stepper.
I like the fact that you focused each demo today on 3 different elements that you're going to get included in that bundle.
Definitely. If you want to buy it all separate, then
yeah,
there's no problem doing that.
Awesome cards today, Rach.
Thank you.
You are incredible when it comes to stamping and colouring. I hope you've loved it just as much as we have. Please, please, please get your hands on these because they are selling very, very well, and we don't want people missing out because these are one thing that once they are gone, they will not be coming back, but they are absolutely fabulous. So get onto the website, have a little look and shop away for our Jurassic Era collection. Okay, what's left to tell you? If you didn't catch Pauline this morning, then you can watch her this afternoon on Hobby Maker at 1 PM. She is going to be launching our brand new Whopper toppers. So I think at 1 PM she's there with our incredible Savannah Surprise concept card kit. So make sure you're tuned in to watch that. Then at 3 she's got our Whopper toppers, and then at 5 o'clock as well she's going to be showing you how to use these fantastic inks. So
wow.
Definitely get Hobby Maker on this weekend for lots of inspiration from Pauline. And then tomorrow we are going to be showing you our brand new Whopper topper pads, and we have a little special guest joining us, so make sure you're here tomorrow to find out who that is.